You need a no bullshit guide to do that Easter egg as fast as possible and get that Raygun skin. So if you want to do it quickly, just listen to this guide right here. Starting right off, the absolute fucking picosecond you spawn in, you're gonna beeline it to the motel staircase and over to this door here. Bunch of zombies are gonna rush the fuck out the door. You're just gonna cut them down with the knife. They all get insta-killed. It's a really good boost in essence right when you start, and it's also coincidentally the room that you'll be crafting the jet gun. Stay in the spawn area till like round 4, I'd say, when your knife no longer insta-kills, and start making your way up to these doors. Right up out the flower shop, there's going to be a little gauge on the wall. You're just going to fucking rip it off, because why not? Who cares? Now we got to get a key that drops from a specific zombie, no joke, in order to reach the next component, which is just past the doors leading up to the church. Now, I've had games where he literally was just already there when I got there, and I just insta-killed him and he dropped the keys just like that, like this clip is showing. But in most of the games I've done the Easter egg, he's actually up the stairs, actually in the graveyard. I'd say just start fighting zombies up in the graveyard, and you'll eventually just kill him by accident, and you'll get a sound cue when the key drops. Now that you have that, the tool shed's going to be down the road on the first left, and you're going to interact with the door to open it and just grab that guy right there. Now, unfortunately, you have to run all the way back to spawn and actually start buying the left doors. That's going to take you to the bowling alley, and you're going to punch the front panel off on this wall here, and you're going to attach the water gauge that you took from before. And I'm sorry to say, but this part is fucking ass. So you have to manually pump the water by holding X, and it's one of those events where zombies just spawn infinitely until you're able to finish it. So you're gonna have to like fucking Five Nights at Freddy's this shit while your back is turned and just watch your radar, and when you notice the dots start to get close, you're literally just gonna have to stop pumping and just keep training them around, pumping it a little bit, training them around. I also highly recommend you buy stamina, which is right in the bowling alley before you start this. It helps way more. You can like make way more of a gap in between you and the train, so then you can get like bigger pumps in. Pause. 3 hours later, when this part's finally done, the panel's just gonna drop an item on the floor. It's kind of just gonna give birth low-key. And then that's the second to last part of the jet gun. Now, this part of the Easter egg kind of sucks, but it isn't as bad if you enjoy spending 1500 salvage on bullshit. You might get lucky with the mangler gun dropping on its own, but if manglers aren't even really spawning at these kinds of rounds, and if you're like keeping a decent pace, you're gonna just have to low-key buy one. They're 1500 salvage. It's low-key bullshit. I don't know why they're that expensive. It has 3 bullets. But yeah, you're just gonna have to buy that because you need it to open up the door of this electronic shop here. You're just gonna take your jet gun. You're gonna gently knock on the door, and you're gonna walk in, just start digging up dirt until you find the one that has the final component in it. By the way, one of these can spawn a vermin, so don't get fucking scared like I did. I low-key peed a little bit. Now you just gotta haul shit back to the motel room and build it. I would low-key wait until the round just finished though, because if you get cornered in here, you're actually just cooked. This is the part now where you're actually gonna finally walk into the church where the pack-a-punch machine is. Except fuck the pack-a-punch machine. This one right here is way fucking cooler, because if you hold X on it, it hits you with a TN solar flare. This is actually how you officially begin the Easter egg. Right when you get your eyesight back, you're going to look up near the balcony, and there's going to be a floating, glowing object shaped like a top hat, kind of, floating in the air right there. You're just going to suck it up with your jet gun, and that's going to be the first of 3 parts that you need for this next part. The next one that you should get is found using the zip line. You're just going to go onto this rooftop and jump on top of the van. You're going to aim at this window and just start fucking sucking. Last part's going to be right down in this comic book store in the roof. You're going to take all that shit up to the main zipline rooftop and you build the LTG device. Once you're done crafting that, you're going to go back up to the church. And by now, another energy canister should have come out of the machine by now. So you're going to take that. It's going to slow you down as you carry it. But if you have the jet gun, you have nothing to fucking worry about. That thing is a walking airbender. So you're going to be good as you walk it down towards whatever aether trap you want to fight a boss in, basically. Spoiler alert. You're going to have to fight a boss in one of the aether traps. You're going to walk the LTG device right up to the aether trap in the spawn area and just leave it there for now. Now you're going to walk up to the cloud that's right near the spawn area, and you're going to put the LTG device in the little spot underneath it. And I'm not going to lie, this part is even fucking worse than the bowling alley. If you don't have mutant injection or a chopper gunner. Those are 2 kill streaks that make this absolutely brainless. You don't have to think at all. But if you don't have those, and if you don't have a ray gun, these zombies sprint towards the fucking device so fast. And when they run into it, they do so much damage to it. I've had rounds where I have 15 seconds left, and it's at full health, and I'm like, oh, I guess I don't really need to care anymore because I defended it so well. And then like 6 of them run into it, and those 10 seconds that I'm waiting, and I have to restart. So like, do not sleep on the zombies, bro. Like, kill them way before they even get to the device. Now, if the universe like fucking hates you, it's gonna spawn an abomination. But otherwise, instead, it's gonna drop a mangler, which has way less health. And you don't need to hit it in those stupid fucking weak points like the abomination has. You're just gonna lure it into the aether trap near the spawn area, and you're gonna turn it on. You're gonna lure it into the purple zone that damages it, and then you're also gonna place the canister in that same area. And now you just need to kill the elite before the trap goes away. Once the canister is filled, you just take it up to the church and deposit it. You have 90 seconds, but like low-key, you don't even need like 45, so it's like nothing to worry about. Now you're gonna do the same exact thing again, except before you do that, you have to go turn on these turrets with the STRAUSS device that comes out of the machine when you first deposit the canister. Run up to these turrets that are around the map. The first one's right outside PhD Flopper, the other one's next to the tool shed, and then the other one's just off the balcony on like a drop down. If your STRAUSS device is green, then you need to make it red. If your STRAUSS device is yellow, it can stay yellow. And if your STRAUSS device is red, it needs to go green. So just opposite colors, but if it's yellow, it's fine. All you need to do is turn it on by interacting with it, and then you just choose the color that you want to turn it to with the little buttons there. And by the way, you need to turn them all on before you can start changing the colors. So you can't actually like turn one on and then do the buttons, and then turn another one on and then do the buttons. You have to turn them all on and then run around again to change the colors, from what I've seen. Once that's done, you're gonna go back to the spawn area, and by that weird like machine thing, you're gonna notice a bunch of beams coming out of it. That's from the turrets aligning, and it's going to give you another canister, which you have to take over to whichever aether trap you're going to use for this next boss fight. Grab the LTG device from the first cloud, bring it right up to the second, and do it all over again. And once you bring that one up to the church, you're going to finally be at the final part of the Easter egg. I thought they took way longer, but I did this one in like 40 minutes. So I don't know. Am I weird for thinking that? Or like, is this one just really quick? I'm not sure. But anyways, so once you load into the fight, they're just going to start sprinting at you. I recommend just using the jet gun and just going around chipping out the zombies until a mangler spawns. Then you use the secondary fire. Do not use the secondary fire on just the walker zombies. It slows you down. It creates a really bad cooldown, and it just sucks. You should really only use it on manglers, not even abominations. They take very little damage from it. Now, I hope you have stamina, because if you don't, this is going to be like near impossible, because you really just have to run around this small ass church while a mangler, or an abomination by the way, is chasing you while super zombies are sprinting at you. So honestly, it just like sucks unless you have the right stuff. The mutant injection is good if you're about to get downed or if you're about to die. Because it gives you invincibility right when you use it. And you can't even get damage while you're in it. So it's like really good for clutching. And also, if you're able to kill the first boss, you can just use the mutant injection on the second boss for free. And so if you beat the first boss and you have a mutant injection, you basically have beaten the Easter egg. But the second part is very doable without it. I've done it many times without it. And that is it. That is it. You are done. You are done. And your reward is getting verbally harassed by the spirit of the planter peanut. And this is what the Raygun looks like. It's kind of shitty that there's a bug right now where you literally just can't use it. But you at least have it in your inventory, and you're going to have it when the bug gets fixed. So fucking deal with it. I don't know. You also get these 2 little cutesy little calling cards if you do it early. But if you don't do it early, you just get the first one. Honestly, the second one, the symbol on it, looks really fucking ugly. So I think I'll just use the first one, honestly. But it's still cool to have the second one. And yeah, that's it. Okay, thanks, bye.